All right, well, we're, I guess, a minute away here. And if it doesn't start here, we'll have to quickly find it on YouTube and pull it out that way. This is the Twitch version of the stream that I'm embedding here. And thanks everybody for joining. Hey, you know, you can find out more about all this bonus content over at patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. And here we go. That's maybe a little loud.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
Oh, so this is Pikmin, right? You know, it's cool that people like Pikmin. I thought the first Pikmin was inventive and cool, but every time they talk about Pikmin 4, I'm kind of... I'm not interested in Pikmin 4. And also, it's a game they talked about relatively recently in terms of like, hey, this thing is still coming. You're like, oh, right. This game they like kind of all but announced like a year before or something, right? They brought Miyamoto out to be like, Pikmin 4. And you're like, oh, yeah, you didn't you already announce that? Like, what? What's up, it's Ice Pikmin? Gonna put Olimar in an orange jumpsuit. The Pikmin got dogs now. Okay. You know, it looks nice. Like it's always hard to tell from a trailer, but you know, this, considering they're showing pretty much gameplay, let's say, but without a lot of HUD and without a lot of other stuff, I guess, but performance-wise, it looks okay. What you just saw was Pikmin 4. Oh. I hope you enjoyed an additional look at Pikmin 4. Now, we're going to talk about Nintendo Switch games. That's not the first half of 2023.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. That was the latest trailer for Pikmin 4. A dog-like creature was spotted. What kinds of things will it show us? Please look forward to more.
Let the dog poop.
Let's see our first batch of Nintendo
and then
Switch
use
headlines.
that poop to grow more Pikmin.
This new hero is a real gem.
Haha.
Introducing Volume 3 of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Expansion Pass DLC.
Lapidurist extraordinaire.
Say what?
Say hello to Masha, the newest hero and a refined lapidarist. She can use special ore to craft accessories that can bestow various effects.
This is not some amateur bangle. This is a pro bangle. This is a going down to Liverpool
Select only one character
bangle.
and battle wave after wave of enemies. For every win, you'll earn more heroes and special abilities. Rack up victories with your heroes and set your sights on the final stage. You might also get
rogue-like challenge battles.
And coming in Volume 4 later this year.
Tell me why! Is this really what you want?
I'm so angry.
Through to him. He's a heartless machine. Like killing Granddad wasn't enough for you?
Volume 3 of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 expansion pass for the Xenoblade Chronicles.
Coming soon in Volume 4. These guys are going to yell at each other. They're pissed.
Shake it, amigo. 3, 2, 1. Yeah! Move to the beat in a brand new Samba de Amigo game. Grab your Joy-Con controllers and
yep, this looks like Samba de Amigo. Highs, mids, and lows.
Follow the instructions on screen.
Pose and pose. Pose and pose. Oh, man. Yeah, you know, Samba de Amigo is awesome. It's a super fun rhythm game. But also, yes, no Samba de Janeiro. Then no thank you. I think they did the love checker in like version 2000, didn't they?
Compete online in World Party. Those with the lowest scores in each round will be eliminated. Keep the beat and aim for first place. 40 songs are included, spanning a multitude of genres from around the world. So grab those controllers
and get Samba de Janeiro in there.
Samba de Amigo Party Central shimmies onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
Nothing soundtrack-wise you just played during that trailer sounded the least bit enticing, I gotta say.
Welcome to Fashion Dreamer. This is the place to glam it up and express yourself. Here,
finally, a place for me to glam it up and express myself. It's been really hard to find one of those lately, and I'm glad that my Nintendo Switch can finally be the place for me to check my muse.
Give them a like if you dig their style. Or suggest new outfits for them to grow as an influencer.
What?
Now it's time for fashion design. Choose from over 1,000 design options. Then add a personal touch to give your item a final flourish.
Like an all over Ahiago print. Is that how you say that? We get one of those.
Mix and match your favorites to
I want actual style.
Looks. By connecting online, you can expand your friend circle and grow your brand.
Can I make a t-shirt that has an off-brand Sonic the Hedgehog on it, and then on the sides of Sonic the Hedgehog it says Aesop Rock? Can I do that? Well, here's a fashion designer game where everything looks like the most staid and plain thing imaginable.
In this new paid DLC for the roguelite action platformer, Dead Cells. Venture through the castle's hellish halls and outskirts alongside Richter Belmont and Alucard, leading up to a showdown with Death,
the boys,
Dracula himself. Wield the Vampire Killer and other iconic weapons as you vanquish legions of monsters in frenetic combat. 12 original covers and 51 songs from the Castlevania series accompany you during your quest.
Looks awesome. That is a very smart, as I said when they announced it, such a cool thing to add to Dead Cells.
Enter a new grid in
this
narrative puzzle adventure set within the Tron universe. Uncover dangerous truths and retrieve what was lost as you navigate through a perilous world.
You dodged the light cycle.
Your decisions and the alliances you forge will impact your journey and the entire server. Tron Identity launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch this April.
Oh, that's not too far off. I don't know. I guess I didn't know when that was coming out.
Wait, is that?
Oh, hey.
Well, that can't be good. The time-bending murder
Ghost
mystery
Trick.
Ghost Trick returns in HD. After kicking the bucket and becoming a ghost, you can possess and control objects.
This is just that same game, though, right? Is this not?
Like this woman, and change any ill-fated, fates. Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective.
Ghost Trick?
Onto Nintendo Switch this summer. 2 connected worlds, 1 suspenseful thriller.
Oh, this looks cool.
ついに来たな。ここがポリスセンター。デカシムは刑事訓練用の仮想空間。現実がコピーされた世界。
VR missions for high school cops.
この事件のパズルを解き明かす。
Anime cops are bastards. Is that that's what that stands for, right?
この事件の犯人はお前だ。警察だ。おとなしくしろ。武力兵器の使用。
Here's what we think about that.
ヒゲシシ、宝石強奪未遂で現行犯逮捕する。
Oh gosh. I've got to get the pornography on as quickly as possible. Yeah, exactly. I've got to go downvote all these posts. It's got a neat look to it. In this crazy town, we're all drowning, but also we're all butterflies. It's...
Once upon a time, there was a witch and a demon. Experience Bayonetta's origins as a young witch named Cereza. Seeking the power to rescue her imprisoned mother, she ventures deep into the Avalon Forest ruled by fairies.
I'm going to that forest! I'm going to become a witch and save Mummy.
There, she'll encounter the otherworldly demon Cheshire. You'll control both witch and demon at the same time. Harness Cereza's magic and Cheshire's ferocity to travel through this mysterious
it's, you know,
they'll need to work together in
perfect gift for Valentine's Day. Yeah, no, my wife saw the last trailer and was fucking actually angry about it. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Hold an enemy in place while Cheshire attacks, or stop an aggressive one to focus on another. Strategically use each character's abilities to win battles. The duo will gain strength as they continue their journey. By obtaining more powers, new paths can be opened, and battles can be more easily swayed in your favor. Can Cereza and Cheshire find their happily ever after?
I bet that they find something resembling it, but also considering that it's an origin story, they don't find happiness for long, let's say.
Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo.
Do I think I'd be interested in this concept if it wasn't tied to Bayonetta? I don't know. It doesn't, like, nothing about the way it looks is really doing much for me. Like, oh, right, Splatoon DLC. That would make sense. And ride the rails, baby. Stay up all night. Yeah, I kind of forgot that Splatoon 3 came out as well. I was doing my taxes and saw a Nintendo purchase on there when I was figuring out my like business expenses or whatever, and I was like, I bought a Nintendo game. I bought a game off the eShop in June or whenever it was. Like, what the fuck was that? I'm like, oh right, Splatoon 3.
This is Booyah Base. It's got some pretty nifty weapons and gear. You might spot a few familiar faces alongside new shopkeepers. Products here are the same as the ones in Splatsville, so shop wherever your vibes are strongest.
What? So you put another shop in that sells the same stuff?
Battle, the show, and amiibo functionality all work in the same way here too. The Squid Sisters will also perform here during Splatfests.
Okay.
Need a mix of old school
Awesome,
and freshness? Then head over to Inkopolis.
What? Are you putting new maps into the...
The first wave of this paid DLC launches this
What about the... You're telling me you're adding a new social hub as part of your expansion pack. I am going to come to you and say, what are you putting...
What's this?
What's this? Is it a part where there's a video game? No? Yes? Have you added more content to the video? Okay. What's this? Okay. I did not dislike the time I spent.
Wave 1 Inkopolis launches this spring. Wave 2 Side Order will launch in
Side Order.
The Splatoon 3 expansion pass will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
I enjoyed my time with that game, but
Many people have played Splatoon 3 since its launch.
did not get a lot out of it, I guess. I would
Thank you
say.
all very much. We hope players will be able to enjoy the game even more with the upcoming paid expansion pass. Please look forward to more information about Splatoon 3 in the future. Let's see some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Adventure awaits Mickey and friends on Illusion Island. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse,
You heard of
Donald
them?
Duck,
Heard of these guys?
and Goofy.
Hey, Goofy's alive?
Embark on a new adventure to find 3 magical books and save the mysterious island of Monoth. Run, jump, and swing.
This has a
to
cool look to
explore
it.
Every nook and cranny of the island. By unlocking special abilities, you can reach new places and find secret areas. Cross large chasms with boost jump. Ground pound barriers to open new spaces. And glide through the air to reach distant platforms and hidden areas. Each character's personality shines through in their actions. Up to 4 pals locally can brave the island. Share a hug for extra health. Play leapfrog for larger jumps. Or drop a rope to lend a hand. Work together.
I gotta
save
drop a
money,
rope
and you might
after
discover
this.
new paths.
Is that what we're calling it? Hang on.
You'll meet unusual allies and dangerous foes. Study their movements carefully to figure out the secrets to victory. Join Mickey and friends on a high-flying adventure in Disney Illusion Island, swinging onto Nintendo Switch July 28th. Pre-orders begin today.
That looks very
on
neat.
Nintendo eShop. More emblems are on the way. New emblems are coming to future waves of the Fire Emblem.
I was like, they're just gonna announce yet another Fire Emblem. It's like, fuck it, we're making more. This was just more. Yeah, we're just making another. Yeah, we're gonna keep it coming.
Raise defense and unleash counterattacks.
There is only one person who commands.
Soren, emblem of acumen. Cast magic spells over a wide area.
What? Is battle?
Camilla, emblem of revelation.
Okay.
Modify the terrain to hinder enemies.
We love Camilla.
Wave 3 includes Crom and Robin.
Crom!
Bonds. Overwhelm foes with
Finally,
magic attacks.
they're putting Crom into Fire Emblem.
Veronica, emblem of heroes.
I see you!
Summon additional allies to fight for your cause. Challenge newly added missions to recruit these new emblems. And in Wave 4, a new story called Bell Xenologue will be unlocked.
Thank you for answering our prayers.
Who is it that's putting your world in danger now?
Watch out! Assassin!
Not a Fell
Wave 2 of the
Xenologue.
Fire Emblem Engage expansion pass for the Fire
How
Emblem
dare they
Engage
put a
game
Fell Xenologue
launches
in
on the
here.
Nintendo Switch system later today.
What? Destiny? Wait a minute.
Control of your destiny. This is Reverie, a world in which deities known as aspirations dwell. When a megacorp endangers the harmony between Reverie and our world, the future of humanity.
Don't Nod seems like a very interesting studio. I just don't know that I like have
adventure,
really been all that into
harnessing
anything
divine
they've
gift
made,
of
but
clairvoyance
I like
to
that they're
travel
making it.
between worlds, see the future, and decide humanity's fate.
Fuck them.
Branching story paths,
I've decided humanity's
with
fate.
riveting soundtrack
Hey, Yana,
by
I've decided
Celeste
humanity's fate.
composer
I've decided
Lane
that
Rain
we are all
set
to
the
die.
stage for your journey. Eventually, you'll side with one of the 6 aspirations like Bond, power, or chaos to change the story's outcome. To which
Chaos
destiny
looking like a
do
dime
you
store
aspire?
Joker cosplayer out here.
Fall of Reverie launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch this June. These games will have you rolling.
That's very funny.
Octopath Traveler 2 is just around the corner. After today's Nintendo Direct, a demo containing the game's opening hours will be available on Nintendo eShop. 8 new stories await. Which path will you take first? Who will your allies be? And where will your journey lead you? Venture through a brand new world in Octopath Traveler 2, launching on Nintendo Switch February 24th. Keep it rolling. Run around and collect oodles of objects in this remaster of We Love Katamari. Roll in a
That already kind of came out everywhere else, right?
And space? New features include playing as the young king of all cosmos.
I do think it's funny,
new
like, you know,
challenges.
it seems like it's been long enough since
And taking
there's been one of
photos with a
these
selfie
that,
camera.
like, their tone of, you know what this is already,
Katamari Reroll
is
plus
almost
Royal
sort of
Reverie
funny.
comes to Nintendo Switch June 2nd. In addition, active Nintendo Switch Online members can play a free game trial of Katamari Damashi Reroll.
Okay, this is Reverie. Okay, so, all right.
Combine the powers of the sun and moon to fend off evil in this turn-based RPG. Freely traverse a breathtaking world. Meet characters from all
This is a
walks
very
of
nice
life,
look.
and devastate foes with timed attacks in battle. Complement your journey with enchanting melodies and retro-inspired tunes from the renowned Yasunori Mitsuda, a guest composer for the game. Sea of Stars sails onto Nintendo Switch August 29th.
That boat was drifting.
A free demo will launch later today on Nintendo eShop. Duke it out in this free-to-play online multiplayer showdown. Form 2 teams of 3 and challenge others to lightning-fast battles, air hockey style. Use each striker's
Air
skills
hockey
to
style.
dominate each match. Change the course trajectory from afar. Block areas to gain the advantage. Or knock opponents out of the arena with explosive moves. Omega Strikers slides onto Nintendo Switch April 27th. Pre-orders for this free-to-play
This
game
is,
begin today on Nintendo eShop.
It's coming everywhere, right? I feel like I...
Dive back into the sprawling labyrinth. A collection of the first 3 Etrian Odyssey games is coming to Nintendo Switch, remastered in HD. Many
Yeah,
treasures lie
there's a
deep
Steam
within
page for it.
massive
I was like, I
labyrinth.
swear I've seen that
Its
before.
paths are intertwined, and vicious monsters lurk in the shadows. A blank map is your only guide. By drawing the map as you explore, you can progress even further. Venture into the labyrinth with 5 adventurers. As the guild leader, you'll assign them roles, like the ally defending protector or the ultra-fast dark hunter. But be warned, every adventure
Music
is
seems
fraught
good.
with danger. Should you fall in battle, you can change your team and learn new skills to strengthen your party before challenging the labyrinth again. 24 newly drawn character illustrations are included. Plus, take advantage of new difficulty options and a new auto mapping function for smoother exploration.
We put auto mapping into the mapping game.
Origins Collection launches on Nintendo Switch June
I was meant to play. It was the
Each
Persona
game in the
Q
collection will
that
also
was
be
kind of the
available separately
merger
on
of
Nintendo
Etrian
eShop.
Odyssey and
Pre-orders
Persona stuff,
begin
right?
Today on Nintendo eShop.
I played a bit of the first one and thought it was kind of cool, but
Get
never
your
played any
tactical
Q2.
skills ready. Calling all strategy fans. The Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp game is only a couple of months away.
Oh.
Join Andy, Max,
Couple months, huh?
Sammy, and more in 2 full story campaigns, each one filled with colorful turn-based tactical action. Flex your strategic muscles across a multitude of modes. Design your own maps and
I
share
wonder if
them
they
with
ended up
friends.
changing anything
Plus, go
about it
head-to-head in
over
mobile
the
and online play.
all that time.
Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp comes to Nintendo Switch April 21st. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
I mean, I wonder if this is like they just need time to promote it a little better because just dropping it out of nowhere might not do as well for them. I wonder if that's the
A new
fear.
story will unfold in the Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe game. Magolor, the interdimensional traveler from the main adventure, has lost his powers
Oh,
and
no.
must escape the realm between dimensions.
Man, I chewed the crap out of the inside of my mouth while I was asleep last night. It's unpleasant.
To regain Magolor's powers,
Ugh.
you'll need to collect magic points by defeating enemies. With magic points, different abilities can be restored and enhanced.
All right.
Improve Magolor's levitation or increase his attack range. The order in which you restore his powers is up to you. There are over 20
Player
interdimensional
choice?
stages
Good
to
God.
explore.
Are you mad?
Up to 4 players on the same system can venture through this mysterious realm together. Can Magolor restore his powers and safely return to his world? You can access this new epilogue after clearing story mode.
That's free though, right? I mean, this is. Are they selling that? I mean, I guess it says
After
deluxe.
today's Nintendo Direct, a demo will be available on Nintendo eShop. Up to 4 players
okay.
can play a specially arranged demo with select stages and sub-games. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe.
Okay, so this is
launches
a
on the
different.
Nintendo
This is
Switch
not
system
an
February
update to the.
24th.
Okay,
Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
keeping my Kirby subtitles straight.
We hope you're looking forward to the new story in Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Next, here's some news about Nintendo Switch Online. Please take a look at this.
Latest headline. It's still bad. All right, back to you. You want to play Alleyway on your Switch, but have to pay them for it?
Game Boy games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online. On Nintendo Switch, you can play these games anytime, anywhere, just like you could back in the day.
just like. Oh man.
Let's introduce the games that will be available at launch. Tetris. Arrange the
What's
falling
that?
tetraminos and aim for a high score. Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins.
Great game.
Reclaim the castle that Wario stole from you.
I think it's if you're putting out Land 2 without putting out Land 1, I think is a shitty.
Awaken the Windfish to escape Koholint Island.
I think Super Mario Land, the first one, is an awesome game as well. You know, it
Gargoyle's
looks kind of
Quest.
grimy, I know,
Save the
but come
Ghoul
on.
Realm as Firebrand from the Ghosts and Goblins series.
Gargoyle's Quest was cool.
Game & Watch Gallery 3.
No,
Play
come
an
on.
assortment of Game & Watch titles.
Sure, I guess, but like what? Just put out a Game & Watch emulator or whatever.
The New Nightmare.
What? Why?
Solve a murder mystery on the
Finally.
supernatural
Yeah.
Shadow Island.
Everyone's been dying to
Metroid
play
2,
this
Return
Alone in
of
the Dark
Samus.
game again.
Destroy the Metroids hiding on planet SR-388. Wario Land 3. Traverse a world that changes between day and night based on your
I didn't realize they
actions.
made a pizza tower clone for Game Boy.
Kirby's
Weird.
Dreamland.
Yeah.
Float, inhale, and spit out enemies in Kirby's debut title. You can use the Game Boy Pocket, or Game Boy Color screen filters. Up to 2 players can play compatible games together locally or online.
Friends only.
More games will be added in the future.
Kirby Tilt and Tumble. All right.
And
now, is this all part of the default stuff, or is this going to... Okay, so GBA is coming to the expansion pack. Game Boy and Game Boy Color is for all those rubes. Oh, yeah, that's...
Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Brothers 3.
Yeah, that's what...
38 extra levels
Come on.
from the Nintendo e-reader accessory. WarioWare
There you go.
Mega Micro Games. Experience the origins of the
Finally a
Lightning
good
Fast
WarioWare
Micro
game on
games.
Switch.
Kuru Kuru Kururin.
Hell of a
Guide the
game.
spinning stick to
Great
the goal
game.
without
The
hitting
stick is cool, but
obstacles.
what if it was a limousine? Hear me out.
Mario Kart Super Circuit. Race in the
My daughter's
first
favorite
Mario Kart
game.
game created for a portable system. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
All right.
Venture through a zany world and fight with equally zany attacks. The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap.
Great game.
Shrink to miniature size and dive into a big adventure. Local and online play is supported for compatible games, and up to 4 players can play together. More games will be added to this library as well. After
Been a
this
long time
presentation,
since you've seen
you
the
can play
words
these Game
Golden
Boy
Sun
titles
on a
with
Nintendo
Switch Online
thing.
membership. Or play both Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles with the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion
Nice of them
pack
to
membership.
like dust that off and be like, hey, by the way, we're aware this still exists.
Select Game Boy titles will be
Oh,
playable
God.
on Nintendo Switch. And after today's Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to play the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles we introduced. Please look forward to more information about Nintendo Switch Online and Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack in the future. Let's see a few more headlines.
The original Metroid Prime game is remastered on Nintendo Switch.
Oh, yeah? So just the first one, huh? All right, get ready for the drop. Sometimes I do think about going back and playing these games now that they're getting remastered and stuff, since they will exist on a platform with like a better controller. Like, I think that was a big part of why I didn't like these games. But I don't know. That wasn't the only reason. I do not care for the Metroid Prime games one bit.
The first Metroid Prime
Just the
game
way they felt as
originally
shooters
released on the
always seemed
Nintendo
bad,
GameCube system
and just
has
the
been
yeah, I
remastered
don't know.
on Nintendo
The way they
Switch.
adapted the Metroid concepts
Talon 4
into a
from the
first-person
perspective
game,
of
I think is like
Samus
admirable, right? They do a really good
There's
job
more
of
to
like
this alien planet than
making
meets the eye.
that stuff work, but just everything about the combat and movement, I just
They'll
don't
help you
like it.
discover
I just don't like it.
clues on how to progress. Depending on the situation, a certain visor may be required.
A certain visor.
When hostile creatures attack, keep them in your sights with the lock-on feature. Then fight back with beams, missiles, bombs, and more. This remaster adds new dual-stick controls, allowing you to move around while separately changing your point of view. You can also select
It's a game changer. I mean, it actually literally is, right? I mean,
among other control options. Explore Talon 4 with your preferred playstyle. The
Or
digital
die
version of
trying.
Metroid Prime Remastered launches on Nintendo eShop later today. The physical version of the game will be available in stores February 22nd. Put your master detective skills to the test. This is the World Detective Organization.
Oh, the WDO.
Yuma, a trainee detective, and Shinigami, the spirit haunting him, will solve the strange incidents within Kanai Ward, a city ruthlessly controlled by Amaterasu Corporation.
Yes, Amaterasu Corporation.
You'll investigate these incidents alongside master detectives of the organization. Each one has a supernatural ability that can prove useful during investigations. Mimic body types and voices with disguise. Detect heartbeats and whispers with audio aptitude.
Audio
And
aptitude.
witness past crime scenes with post-cognition. These abilities can be shared with Yuma,
So this is post-cognition.
so use them to get closer to cracking a case. After collecting
Just
enough
like ghost
evidence,
versions
a
of
mystery
Batman
labyrinth
Detective
will
Vision.
spot the inconsistencies and uncover the truth. Master Detective Archives Rain Code launches on Nintendo
It's a really good
Switch
string of words.
June 30th.
Master Detective Archives Rain Code. Like, I'm sorry, did you say raincoat? No, I said rain code. Oh, of course. Why would I think you said
A
raincoat?
remastered collection of both Baten Kaitos games, originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system, is coming to Nintendo Switch. After a long
I seem to remember people enjoying these games back then. I don't know.
The Empire's conspiracy looms closer. As spirits dwelling within the protagonists, you'll stand up to the Empire across two different eras of war.
We're kind of getting down to it. Are they just going to end with Zelda and be like, see you later? Because, boy.
Battles are fought using cards called Magnus. Your attack
This is
power
a whole lot of
determined by
third-party
the
stuff,
attributes and
which,
combinations of your
cool.
cards,
It's cool that third
which are
parties are
randomly
still
dealt
making
from
Switch
the deck.
games. But it's just not the thing people want right now. So I guess you could just say that about every single one of these for the past couple of years. There's just a real... This first part, this is Namco.
Baten Kaitos 1 and 2 HD Remastered.
I mean, I know Nintendo has a
soars
hand
onto
in it as
Nintendo
well,
Switch
but...
this summer. Dive into your new fantasy life.
I'm going to go from the Grim game to dive into your new fantasy life. Now I'm happy about my fantasy life.
In a new fantasy life game,
Find me on Fant Life.
while exploring the once thriving island.
Look up my profile on Fant Life.
Mysterious girl. Then travel between past and present to make the island your own. Become a woodcutter, angler,
Become a woodcutter.
blacksmith,
The thing I have been dying to... Ah, if only I could become a woodcutter.
up the island.
But that's all. I'm never going to swap roles. I'm just going to be the woodcutter. Life is what you make it, after all.
After 1,000 years, the restoration is about to begin. Fantasy Life I, the girl who steals time.
Oh, yeah. Fantasy Life I, the girl who steals time. Oh, hey. This guy. Hey, you got any matchsticks for me, or what are we doing? A new world of steam.
4 is racing in. Yoshi's Island. A brand new course is zooming into Wave 4 of the
Sorry.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC.
I just, when I hear the words, it just, I have to, it's really hard for me to keep it down. Birdo should not be able to use pickups and should only just be able to fucking shoot eggs like a goddamn machine gun. Birdo should be like, what do I need with a turtle shell? I am a walking gun.
For the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game races onto the Nintendo Switch system this spring. Active Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack members can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost. The DLC can also be purchased on its own.
Okay, yep. It's a very neat look. It's out in April, huh? Okay. Jack in, Mega Man. Gearbox just out here publishing all kinds of stuff, huh? Konami's putting out another Power Pro baseball game, and it's coming to the US and it's coming today. That's a fucking insane... Really? Alright, when was the last time Konami's baseball game made it to the US? The Power Pro series. I feel like it's been a long time. That's cool. Like those games were always all right. It's no Family Stadium. It's no RBI baseball, but though one of those did come out on the 3DS. Namco did put out a.
With us so far. This will be our last segment. Please take a look.
I kind of just, you know...
Rise, rise, my servants. Sweep over Hyrule. Eliminate this kingdom and her allies. Leave no survivors.
Oh, I don't like where that's going. You know, I guess I'm of the mind of like The Legend of Zelda sells itself, right? So when people are like, oh, I hope they show a new Zelda trailer, it's like, why? You're buying it anyway. Who cares? What more do you know? I think that's why I always bias in favor of like, boy, I sure hope that they announce and show a bunch of stuff that you don't already know is coming, because we already know about a bunch of stuff that's coming.
I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
Where are we dropping, boys? Pulls out 99 more links. Yeah, fucking make Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts in the Zelda universe. How about that? Why don't we just do that? Let me make my own vehicles.
Please, lend him your power.
That was The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, the latest entry in the Legend of Zelda series. In addition to the standard version, a collector's edition of the game containing various items will release on launch day. A new amiibo figure of Link from this game will also be available on the same day. We hope you're looking forward to Link's latest grand adventure.
Yeah, sure. It's a hey,
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you for watching.
I guess I Okay. Well, there you have it. That's what Nintendo. So I guess I am of two minds to further talk about the, like, if you're gonna show Zelda again. While my preference would be don't show Zelda again, because people already know about it, and the details are out there, and looks good, and people will want to play it. To then say, now here's our last thing, and it's not a big meaty chunk of here's what Zelda is, it's coming out in a few months. It's like the length of yet another teaser trailer. You're like, okay, like, so you didn't even really bother going in. They never go in. You know what I mean? Show me some parts of that video game running, if you will. But of course, they're not going to do that. They've got a lot of optimization to do between now and May, I'm sure. But well, I hope that you can use your different powers to bring together different blocks and assemble vehicles in your own fashion. That would be cool. If it ends up being Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts. In Zelda's skin or whatever, then that sounds like it'd be pretty cool. Okay. I don't have a lot. Yeah, yes, vehicle durability. Oh man. This is again crypto. Yeah. Fucking. Yes, you wreck it twice and it just explodes. So yeah, that Metroid remake is out today, and that's cool. I guess. Yeah. Again, I'm not your Metroid Prime guy, and I probably never will be. I'll be interested in Metroid Prime 4 because it's been a very long time since they made those games. And they will be making it, natively for a dual joystick, world, if you know what I mean. And so I'll be curious to see how that game feels and plays and whatever else. But yeah. Brr. Game Boy and GBA on the Switch, that's, something that was pretty obviously coming for a good long time. That's cool that they're doing it. Hey. There are a lot of ways to play Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and GBA games in this day and age. Even, dare I say it, on a Nintendo Switch. So, okay. They're having online support for that Mario Kart game will be neat. Of course, it's also on a platform that has a full-fledged Mario Kart game, so I wonder, are people really going to get together? I know some folks that played that Mario Kart game religiously every goddamn day, multiplayer, and they're bad people. No, they're fine people. But yeah, I think to come out of this thing, with that game, with Zelda coming out in May, and to not have like a decisive chunk of gameplay to show is bad. I think that's a really grimy way to go. At that point, just don't show it at all. At that point, just say like, hey, by the way, Zelda's still coming out, and now here's something else. But maybe they don't have anything else like that, right? I mean, I think the temptation is to always say like they should have announced something else, but like they might not have, like the other stuff is probably still so far off that it's not even worth showing. Especially at something where they say the vast majority of the games will be out in the first half of the year. Now you know what Nintendo's first half looks like, and I guess the question is like, do you feel excited about it? Do you come out of that and go, hell yeah? When really kind of the only thing that they said that was new is a remake of Metroid and the Game Boy stuff. You know, all that third-party stuff, you just take it or leave it. Like, you know, you're into it or you're not, and that's, you know, fine. I think there was some cool stuff across, across that presentation. I will be interested in seeing what the Samba de Amigo game ends up being, or what the soundtrack ends up looking like, of course. That's very key. But the third-party stuff, like, great, you know, yeah, awesome. Some of that stuff already has pages on Steam, and some of that's going to be elsewhere, so some of it's, like, kind of known quantity bits and pieces. So, you know, you're either going to get excited about those games or you're not, but, like, it's not why you come to a Nintendo Direct, right? So it's really like, what is Nintendo working on? And I feel like the ongoing story of, like, what the hell is Nintendo doing? Where are the games? Why are there not more? Has been building and building and building, especially with particular titles, right? You know, the Metroid Prime 4 stuff is especially weird at this point, but, like, you know, this is something that's happening across the board, right? I mean, you could say the same thing about Microsoft with Fable, for example. You know, probably more people interested in what's going on with Metroid Prime 4 than there are with Fable, but you know, it's the temptation is to want to beat up Nintendo for, like, oh, I can't believe they didn't announce this, that, and this, and, like, well, hey, look. Making games is hard. There's a bunch of stuff that still hasn't shipped that we, you know, that either kind of leaked out a little bit or we've announced. And, you know, Pikmin 4 has been, you know, been coming forever, and now it's finally going to come out and be done and whatever. And, you know, hey, we're doing this Metroid Prime remake that we probably greenlit in a hurry once we realized Metroid Prime 4 was going to take 1 billion years to happen. You know, and what happened with that, right? Where they're like, oh man, the people working on this game are not the right people. We've got to shift it over here. We've got to move this. You know, this thing opened with a thing saying, hey, because of COVID, these dates might shift. And it's almost a weird throwback at this point, which is tragic in its own ways. But, like, they're still putting that at the front of these things, right? They're still putting it at the front of those things because, like, they've got hit hard by a lot of that. You know, the work from home stuff, everything over the last few years hit Nintendo pretty damn hard. From my understanding, a lot of Japanese developers, of course. And so, you know, I think it's you have to kind of, I not give them a pass per se, but I think you do have to kind of be realistic and go, hey, man, like, obviously the last few years for them getting games out has been really weird. And so until they get the stuff out that they've announced, I mean, now they're finally going to release Advance Wars, right? So they're going to get that out the door. And that'll be one game you can check off and never think about again until they come back and go, like, our expansion pass is adding a bunch of stuff that you forgot, 20 more maps or whatever. And so, like, that will at least be clear, off the books, out the door, what's next, right? So I don't know. It's just such a strange time for video games when it comes to some of this stuff, when it comes to announcements and scheduling and everything across the board. I'm still, this video was a good reminder, you know, of, like, hey, like, a lot of stuff has been messed up the last few years, and you know, hey, this video is not a banger. We are not, this is for all of the predictions you may have had about other games coming along, we're still feeling it. Yeah, someone said, yeah, that COVID is spiking again in Japan nowish, which, okay. If the rumors of Zelda being $70 are true, do you think they would have said so here? No, they never talk price in these because these things get produced for every region around the world, and then they just subtitle them. So that's stuff that gets dropped in information that kind of gets dropped alongside the video, right? So there's probably a press release, or didn't they say pre-orders start today? So you'll know within minutes. GameStop has it at 60. Okay, so maybe it's just Best Buy preemptively putting things in at 70 and then being wrong about it. Not unheard of. There's conflicting. Multiple people are saying it's $59.99, and then someone just said it's $70 on the eShop page. But I don't. Is that a deluxe edition, or is that Are you in Canada where money means different things? I don't know. I'll find my Switch and plug it in and charge it up, and we'll see. And that's going to do it, I guess. 69 on the US eShop. Okay, well, maybe it's 70 then. 69.99 in Texas dollars. I don't know. Yeah, so you know, I did not leave that video feeling pumped, I guess is what I would say. Very few of them do leave me that way, but I feel like we've been on a good run lately. The past few months there's been a lot of exciting stuff happening in games, and so I was willing to open the door a little bit and be like, yeah, this is gonna, you know, games, they're back or whatever. But like, I don't know, a lot of solid third-party stuff, but that's not always why that's not why I'm coming to these things. I want to know what first party is doing, you know. So kind of a sort of deal, I suppose. I was gonna say I'll check out those Game Boy games, but no, I'm not. You know, look, I can check out a lot of Game Boy games. Every screen in this fucking room can run Game Boy games. I get retro achievements on some of them. That's gonna do it. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll wait and see how Samba de Amigo is. That's probably the one thing coming out of this that I'm actually absolutely like, well, I have to know what's up with Samba de Amigo. Everything else, I'm kind of like, hey, you know, sure. A lot of solid third-party stuff. But that's not, you know, you kind of always want to see what the heck Nintendo is doing. So, and what they're doing is raising prices to $70 for a game that appears to be built on a lot of the technology of the previous Zelda game. That's not to say, you know, whatever. I'm sure they're generating a ton of new content for that thing. It's not like some rehash or whatever, but like, pre-orders are open now. I'll see you soon.